Hello everyone, my name is Jiyun and I'm here to share you what is ratio and proportion in MYP2 book. We stand here as the math fundamentals to help grade 7 or grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, my fellow friends that are struggling now because of the fundamentals of math. Throughout rereading and reviewing the topics in the MYP2, I hope that we can understand the topics better and see how the formula is made and the principles of math. So what is ratio and proportions? In today's lesson, the agenda is going to be what is ratio? Secondly, we'll learn what a simplified and unsimplified ratio is. Third, we will use how we use ratio to solve questions. Lastly, there will be some few questions coming up. So, what is ratio? Let's put some question mark there. In mathematics, a ratio is a comparison of two or more numbers and it indicates the number sizes in relation to each other. That may sound complicated, but what it means is that when A has a certain number, what does B have comparing with the A? This number, 4, 2, 3, is a ratio. This symbol, ... is read 2. So when we read it, we should read it 4, 2, 3. Like that. This number, the left one, is called antecedent. This second one is called consequent. As you can know, the meaning of the consequent is like the consequences. The meaning of antecedent is what's the first one that's causing. So like the cause and effect. Because the antecedent has 4, the consequent has 3. Now let us look at here. This is really important. I give 3 stars for this. The question is, what is the ratio of green apples to red apples? We have 1, 2, 3 green apples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red apples. Because it asks the ratio of green apples to red apples, we should write from the green one. So it goes 3, 2, 9. Just like that. This is the ratio. When there is 3 green apples, there are 9 red apples. Simple as that. Now let's keep going. Now, there are 2 different types of ratio. Firstly, the simplified ratio, and secondly, the unsimplified ratio. Unsimplified ratio are ratios that are able to divide with the same number. It is similar to how simplifying fractions work. Ratio cannot be decimal. It can only be natural numbers. So for example, it's easier for us to look at the examples. So as you can see, in the unsimplified ratio, the first one, number 1 here, the first one is 8, and the second one is 12. The common factor on those 2 numbers is 4. So if we divide that by 4, divided by 4, each of them, it changes to 3, 2, oh wait, no. Sorry, 2, 2, 3. Now we no longer can simplify this because if we divide this by 2 and we divide that by 2, this will be decimal since it's going to be 1 to 1.5. But in ratio, decimals are not accepted. Ratios cannot be decimals. Remember this. And therefore, the most simplified version of this ratio is 2 to 3. Now let's try number 2. The common factor here is 7. So we just divide that by 7, that by 7, which comes 3 to 5. If we divide that by 3, we should divide also that by 3, but that doesn't work. So this is the most simplified version. Now the next one. The common factor in the third question is 9. So we divided that by 9. 2 to 1. That's the most simplified version. Number 4, we divide the common factor is 4. So we divide by 4 into each side. 1 to 4. Number 5, we divided by 5 because that's the common factor there. 3 to 7. Number 6, the common factor is 5. So divide by 5, 5. It's 9 to 2. Number 7, the common factor is 6. So we divide that by 6. Simple as that. Now, we should learn how to solve ratio, how to use ratio to solve questions. And the best way to do this is by really solving the problems. And I have gotten 2 questions that has recently been used in PYP, MYP2 exams. Problem 1 is, in a small business, 40 of the employees are men. They are men. 40 of them are men. And 30 of the women are women. What is the ratio of man to woman? So we should write from man. As they have mentioned, there are 40 mans. And then they have 30 women. So 30 here. As we have learned, we can simplify this. Every single answer in ratio should be on their most simplified version. So the common factor here is 10. So we divide it by 10 on each side, which goes 4 to 3. So the ratio of man to woman is 4 to 3. Now problem 2. Jay and Raymond bought some cookies in ratio of 3 to 5. After Raymond bought another 24 cookies, the ratio became 1 to 2. How many cookies did Jay buy? Question mark. So in the original version, it used to be 3 to 5. And after buying 24 cookies, it became 1 to 2. Now the simple way to solve this question is by seeing it changed from Raymond (3 to 5) into 1 to 2. But what is 1 to 2? If we times 3 there and times 3 there, it becomes 3 to 6. This Jay and Raymond. So after Raymond buying one more ratio of cookies, when Jay is 3, it became 5 into 6. So therefore, 1 ratio equals 24 cookies. Do you get it? From 5 change to 6 when the 3 stayed the same. So the 1 ratio is equivalent to 24 cookies. Now therefore, since J has the ratio of 3, we should do 3 times 24, which is 72 cookies in total. That's how I solve it. Now, here are some practice questions for which what I think are important. The most fundamentals. It's important to solve the questions, but also important to be able to determine the ratio. After determining the ratio, you just need to solve it. I'll help you with Argentina and Australia. You guys have to do Canada, France, Sweden, United Kingdom, and United States in your own math book. So, the ratio of woman to man is 130 to 199. So it should be 130 to 199. As we can see, the total elected officials are 329. And how we know that one male and one woman represents one elected officials is by adding them. If we add 130 with 199, the total elected officials are 329, showing that this is true. Now we need to form the ratio. It asks us to form a ratio of woman to man, so we should write the woman first, which is 130 to 199. As I have said, ratios has to be always in simplified version. So 130 to 199. The common factor that I can't see right now is 3. So if I divide 3 here and 3 there, let me just do it. 130 divided by 3. 4, 12. Oh, it's not able. What are the common factors there? I think that's the most simplified version here. That's why the ratio of woman to man equals to 130 to 199. Secondly, the Australia has the ratio of woman to 73 to 153. So we write it first. 73 to 153. 73 to 153. We try if we can find some common factors between those two numbers. Usually what ends up with 3 is either 3 or usually 3 or 8. Since 3 don't work in the 73, we should try with 8. But 8 also doesn't work because 8 times 7, 8 times 9 equals 72. So therefore, we can know that there's no common factor between those two numbers. And that's why the ratio is 73 to 153. Just like that. The number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are your job, students. See you next time. Bye.